नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल और अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं हूं मोहम्मद काज़मी, लेकर आया हूं ख़ास एपिसोड। आपका खैर मकदम, वेलकम और स्वागत है। मीडिया स्टार वर्ल्ड आपको इजराइल फ़िलिस्तीन जंग और उसके बाद होने वाले तमाम वाक़यात की इंफॉर्मेशन ग्राउंड ज़ीरो के बहुत नज़दीक सोर्सेज से हासिल करके पहुंचाता रहा है। आज की वीडियो बहुत अहम है। आज मुझे लेबनान की राजधानी बेरूत में अल-मयादीन टेलीविज़न चैनल की सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट ज़ैनब अल-सफ़ार ने एक बहुत ही अहम वीडियो भेजी है। इस वीडियो में खुद ज़ैनब अल-सफ़ार मौजूद हैं और उनके साथ ईरान में तेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी के जाने माने वेस्ट एशिया मामलों के एक्सपर्ट मोहम्मद मरांडी और ब्राज़ील के सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट पेपे एस्कोबार एक साथ साउथ लेबनान के ओडेसा कस्बे और उससे आगे इजरायली फ़ौज के कब्ज़े वाले साउथ लेबनान के मकाम के बिल्कुल नज़दीक खड़े हैं और वहाँ के हालात बता रहे हैं। इस चर्चा में ये तीनों सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट आपस में इस जगह की अहमियत, इजरायली जुल्म और वेस्टर्न मुल्कों की बेहिसी के बारे में चर्चा कर रहे हैं। उनकी बातचीत के दौरान देखा जा सकता है कि इजरायली फौजियों ने उनकी तरफ कैसे बंदूकें तान दी। ये वीडियो 23 फरवरी की सुबह का है, जिस दिन हिजबुल्लाह के शहीद लीडर्स सैयद हसन नसरुल्लाह और हाशिम सफीउद्दीन के जनाजे दफन होने वाले थे। इस मौके पर तकरीबन 80 मुल्कों के मेहमान बेरूत में मौजूद थे। ये वीडियो अंग्रेजी ज़बान में है। इसको बहुत ही कोशिश और मेहनत से तैयार किया गया है। इस वीडियो में आप अंग्रेजी में की जाने वाली चर्चा के साथ हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन स्क्रीन पर पढ़ सकते हैं। अगर आपने अभी तक मीडिया स्टार वर्ल्ड यूट्यूब चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर लें और घंटी दबाना ना भूलें ताकि हमारी हर नई वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके। आइए देखें ये बहुत ही अहम वीडियो, जिसमें ज़ैनब अल-सफ़ार, मोहम्मद मरांडी और पेपे एस्कोबार के बीच होने वाली बातचीत और साउथ लेबनान के हालात साफ नजर आ रहे हैं।
The border with Palestine.
Yes, Palestine
This
is right
Odesha.
behind.
Yes. And this is where the Israeli regime, their base, their tanks are here, their soldiers are here, and they couldn't take this territory.
Of course, before the ceasefire, they couldn't infiltrate meters into this territory because of the resistance, of course, because of the resistance fighters. But unfortunately, that during the period, the 60-day period of the ceasefire, they infiltrated and they made this massive, destruction of the homes.
And they booby-trapped every single home.
Even the mosques.
Even the mosque.
Even the places of worship. Even, the businesses of the people. Even the olive trees and all the trees, the fruitful trees were also uprooted from
So the
place.
UN didn't stop them. The army didn't stop them.
They couldn't. Yes, they
And-
couldn't, or they didn't take this decision because the Israelis they attacked even the UNIFIL patrols who were about to come to these areas.
Yeah, and Pepe,
It's
yesterday
true.
you also went somewhere else.
I met a group of Malaysians working for UNIFIL. They refused to talk about what really happened.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
they tried to patrol the area, but they didn't let them. Yes, and pay attention now. Don't mess or remove anything from the ground. It might be mines or something.
It could be mined everywhere.
It could be mined everywhere. So, but it is a great honor, despite of the destruction and despite of the martyrs, despite of sacrificing one of the supremest martyrs, Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, whom we all gather today for his funeral, hopefully soon, inshallah. That we come back to our land, because we are instilled in this land. This land is a sacred land because it is mixed with the blood of the martyrs. And we as mothers, as sisters, as daughters, this is where we belong to. We will never leave. And thanks to the resistance, and today we hope our Lebanese army would all work together in order to rebuild, make this reconstruction path go ahead, and we return back to our homes here.
And the new, I would say, government of Lebanon should come clean and actually help and encourage the renovation and the rejuvenation, like our Chinese friends put it, of this whole region. For the moment, they are not up to the task.
They're not up to the task yet, but we are crossing our fingers and hoping that they come to grips with the fact that the land belongs to its people. Whoever is going to protect this land is its people. Dr. Marandi said a while ago that whoever liberated this land on the day of the Israeli withdrawal, it was the women, the mothers. They know what's the meaning of sacrifice.
And the ultimate story is that the West is preventing the Palestinians who live in this land, in Lebanon, who are exiles, who live in refugee camps since they were born. And the old ones were actually born over there in Palestine. What the West is saying is that they can't go home, and we're the bad guys because we're saying the Palestinians should be allowed back home, and that people who live over there should all be equal human beings, should be treated as equal human beings. That Jews and Christians and Muslims and others, they're all equal human beings, and the West is protecting them to say, no, you're not equal human beings. They can steal your land. They can kill you. And if you protest, this is what you're going to see.
Dr. Marandi,
your towns are going to be destroyed.
Exactly. It's very agonizing to know that this is your home and you cannot go to. It's really agonizing. This is what we cherish here, is that the resistance was able to protect and safeguard this place. When the resistance disappeared for a while, leaving the space for the ceasefire and the agreement and the state and the mediators, look what happened. And the people couldn't come back unless this, the 60-day period, has come to a halt, but still they occupy 5 points, and now the people want them out, the Israelis.
Pepe, any final thoughts?
So if I would wrap up what you both explained so well, this is a place we should come, and the whole global majority should come if they have the opportunity to see clearly both sides of our 21st century. This side is the spirit and the strength of resistance.
These are behind us, the Israeli
behind us
enemy
is
soldiers.
something that is protected, weaponized by the West, and I would say living proof of the total moral, spiritual, ethical, and cultural collapse of Western so-called civilization.
Absolutely.
And now we can see the Israeli enemy soldiers. They just came behind us to just, have a look of what they have left behind.
These are the people who destroyed all these homes during the ceasefire. They destroyed every single, they tore down the trees after the ceasefire, and the UN did absolutely nothing about it. And the Western media is absent.
The Western media
They're all absent.
Is in cahoots, is in bed with the imperialists and the Israelis, unfortunately. And why to say unfortunately? They have always been like that, unfortunately. Again. And they preach humanity. This is humanity. Humanity is us, not them.
So we are in the main square of Odesha, which is on our left, completely destroyed by the Israelis, of course. Here on our right, pictures of most of the martyrs who died here. There were a few thousand fighters who died here, and plenty of civilians as well. But by the way, and I'll pass the mic to Dr. Marandi, he's going to tell you something extraordinary. Dr. Marandi.
After we did the previous video, the Israeli soldiers over there that were behind us,
Yes.
they pointed their guns at us. And the Lebanese gentlemen who are guiding us asked us to leave quickly, because over the past few weeks they've been killing ordinary people in the south. They just murdered a girl a few days ago, a young man a couple of days ago, the son of a mayor of another town. So for them, we're all worthless. We're just Amalek.
We're just Amalek, and they're cowards. They continue to be cowards. Some were pointing guns at us, and some were hiding behind the wall like this. You know, it's the typical attitude of a coward soldier, which they are essentially.
आपको मीडिया स्टार वर्ल्ड की ये पेशकश कैसी लगी कमेंट्स में ज़रूर लिखें। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया। जय भारत, जय हिंद।
मीडिया स्टार वर्ल्ड की और वीडियो देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और सीधे नोटिफिकेशन पाने के लिए बेल आइकन दबाएं। और अगर हमारी खबर सच्ची और अच्छी लगे तो अपने व्हाट्सएप, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक और ट्विटर अकाउंट पर ज़रूर शेयर करें।